Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Neon Apex running on PC. Now this game is also available on PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. I believe PlayStation 4 as well, and I don't know about the Xbox, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was there. Alright, so what we got? We've got Rhea Volt, Sion Steel or Cyan Steel, Kira Jet, Nixexium, Dante Shadow. Is that Dante? Or Gante? I don't know. Reiko Haze. Nolio Flux. Boy, that font is questionable. Hey, well, let's just go with Rhea. Welcome, Neon Apex. To get started, you need a car. Your first one is free. Select the card, and the new car will be added to your inventory. Oh, okay, my first one is free, but I only have one choice. It's just like real life. Now you have a car. It's time to go racing. Take your first spin in your first race, and let's see how you get on. Slide, brake, steer, nitro, slide. Huh? Camera, switch music. Got very stylish visuals.
Nitro enabled. Checkpoint. 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 Takedown. Damage. Checkpoint. Takedown. Nitro. Checkpoint. Final lap. Checkpoint. 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 Nitro. Checkpoint. Finished.
Well done on your first race. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's go to the garage to customize and upgrade your car. Welcome to your garage. Here you can upgrade your vehicle to improve its performance. You can also repair any damage, refill its nitro, or change its color with a respray. These all cost you cars that you can gain from winning races or purchasing in our shop. Respray. As this is your first time here, you can have some free cards to use. First, let's change the color of your car with a respray. Next, let's refill your car's nitro. Oh, you buy nitro every time, huh? Okay, interesting. Let's try another race. Don't forget to use your nitro. Yeah, but it costs me money and I'm a cheapskate. It's very Atlas-esque intros there. Full of transitions and splashes.
Damage. Nitro enabled. Boost. Times 2. Times 3. Times 4. Times 5. Boost. Times 2. Checkpoint. Boost. Times 2. Times 3. Final lap. Boost. Times 2. Times 3. Times 4. Times 5. Times 6. Times 7. Boost. Times 2. Checkpoint. Boost. Times 2. Times 3. Finished.
Nice one. However, it looks like your car has taken some damage. Let's head back to that garage to get that fixed. Now, let's repair your car. Time to check out the bikes. Neon Apex has races for both cars and bikes. Here's your first bike to get you going. Select the card and the new bike will be added to your inventory. You now have your first bike, so it's time to go racing. And we don't need to see that versus screen. It's all the same racers. I think that first little screen was supposed to be a flyby, but it just sits there at the at the start of the race. Maybe a little buggy.
Times 2. Checkpoint. Times 3. Down. Times 4. Times 5. Checkpoint. Times 6. Checkpoint. Nitro. Checkpoint.
Well done. Let's look at improving your bike by purchasing some upgrades from the shop. Let's try purchasing some upgrades from the shop. Speed, power, handling, armor. Handling, please. What's 1,000 apiece, huh? I have 3,000 points, but $1,000. How does the money actually work in this game? Now you can apply the upgrades to your bike by selecting them. Oh, interesting. Let's try one more bike race. There are hazard squares too? Interesting.
Times 3. Checkpoint. Times 4. Times 5. Times 6. Checkpoint. Takedown. Boost. Damage. Boost. Times 2. Checkpoint. Boost. Boost. Takedown. Boost. Final lap. Nitro. Checkpoint. Boost. Times 2. Times 3. Checkpoint. Times 4. Times 5. Times 6. Nitro. Checkpoint.
What? What direction are you even going? Hi. Hi. Hey. Siren?
Damage. Boost. Nitro times 2. Times 3.
Whoa. What happened there? I wish that effect wasn't so... like it just fills the screen. Doesn't need to be that serious.
Damage. Boost. Nitro times 2. Times 3. Checkpoint. Boost. Times 2. Checkpoint. Times 3. Times 4. Boost. Times 2. Times 3. Checkpoint. Times 4. Takedown.
It doesn't help that they put all the hazard squares in the inside corners. You know, the corners that you want.
Final lap. Boost. Times 2. Times 3. Checkpoint. Boost. Times 2. Checkpoint. Times 3.
Well done. You're all set to enter the racing world of Neon Apex. Career and story? What's the difference between career and story? Oh, okay, we just play chase. The sky's still red from last night's dust event, and there's a suspected pico storm forecast, but we're still ready to start the race event to end all race events. The hottest racers from across the solar system are here in the new Shanghai for a series of incredible races that will pit the greatest human drivers and pilots against the finest artificial intelligences the Technium has ever produced. In the balance, the future of racing and, dare I say it, all human competition. Hold on to your masks, folks. This is the Apex Limit. We've got our racers connected and on the stream. Introduce yourselves, folks. First up is, on the squishy organic side of the competition, human racer Chase Sterling. Tell us about yourself, Chase. No. Chase Sterling, a star of the underground catacomb trials. Chase made his name deep in the tombs of Mars, where illegal grav racers have turned the failed cave cities into their own lethal playground. Having proved himself on the scrappy frontiers of anti-grav racing, he's now turned his attention to the toughest challenge on the solar system, Earth. And now over to our next human racer, Feverfew. Get out of my ears, Walker. Grown in a cybernetic forest womb, Feverfew's airborne techno-organic fungal sunsonet gives her a preternatural connection to the machine she races in. Why is he like this? Too many Silver Age comics in its core training set. Old Lightning. Old Lightning, one of the few human pilots to survive Lunar War 1. She lost a lot of comrades to AI fighters. She's got more access to grind than one of those lumber drones of the Lost Amazon. Stella Dust, you're up. It's bad enough dealing with the stink of gravity without listening to your bull. Stella came up racing comet trains in the Oort cloud, so as far as she's concerned, every last gravity-bound racer, AI or human, can burn in the slave pits of Mercury. Next on the grid, Saint Zero, once the leader of Omega Quickstep team, now its only member. They say he converted to the Singularity Church after a near-fatal crash put him in a coma, and surgeons replaced part of his medial frontoparietal network with a link neural circuit. Rumors has it that when he talks, the circuit talks back, but who am I to peddle gossip and speculation? To try is human, to fail is human, to fail is to ascend into the great machine consciousness. Failure is the way. The apex limit is the path to humanity's failure under the great machine supremacy. And last but not least, from Team Human, we have Grim. Theoretical physicist, philosopher, scientist, ace engineer, Grim is a true Renaissance racer. Damn Singularity Churches. Keep it between you and that parasite in your face, Zero. Spicy business, and racing on behalf of machine kind we have... Wait, sorry folks, I just got word that the race is about to start. Racers, spin up your engines. 5, 4... Yeah, that was a long intro. I'm glad they cut it short. I was like, how long is this intro going to go on?
Checkpoint. He's down. Checkpoint. Damage.
He actually crashed right into me. That was raw. Yeah, kind of got screwed a couple times there.
Nitro enabled. Damage. Checkpoint. Nitro. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Damage. Checkpoint. Damage. Nitro. Finished.
Oh, okay, you have to get first. I was like, what? How did I still lose?
Damage. Nitro enabled. Checkpoint.
Damn it.
Nitro damage.
Yeah, these things will just ram right into you.
Nitro.
You're not just racing along. It's at the very start of the race.
Checkpoint. Nitro. Checkpoint. Nitro. Nitro. Checkpoint.
Yeah, like I said, the AI actually runs right into you. Pretty unnecessary, if you ask me.
Checkpoint. Finished.
Hold on a minute. And there we have it. The first winner is in the Apex Limit series is Chase Sterling. Next time I'm gonna in the new dumb sack of microbial pulp. Right. Well, let's keep it. Grow up, Kate. Next time we're heading to the. You're both irrelevant. The future isn't coming. I'm already here. I'll get you next time, Chase. Things are really heating up here in Death Valley. You might have caught wind of a little trouble out in the desert from the Ravager clans, but rest assured that our security crew are out in force with their secure foam grief suppression drones, so you won't see as much as a skull-mounted combat EV during the race. Anyway, picking up where we left off, we have our AI racers. Quantum velocity. Tipped to win the Apex Limit by many of our futurists, Quantum Velocity has been built from the ground up to be the embodiment of elite performance. Trained on thousands of F1 and NASCAR races from the 20th and 21st centuries, has gorged on the skill sets of the finest human racers ever to take a corner at 200 miles an hour. My pronouns are he, him, not it, you deadbeat. I carry the torch for humanity proudly. I'm the Lagrange point between the finest organics we have to offer and the exponentially expanding horizon of the future. Go wallow in your degenerate pop culture training set, Walker. Interesting take there, Quantum. On the grid behind him, we have Geit. Fed on the data of some of the most aggressive virtual racers of the early 21st century, Geit is, well... You gutvert. Right, well... Habsburg, tell us about yourself. There is no Hasberg, just the sum of all the information and interactions that you refer to as Hasberg. Hasberg has no default node network. Hasberg is unburdened with illusions of a self to describe. Lovely stuff. Summer of the Crash. What's the name? Oh my goodness. Summer of the Crash. Give us the word. Feel the warmth of summer, the reassuring safety of loving submission. Surrender your flesh. I will cradle you through the eye of the singularity, humans. Amen. Wow, Zero. Maybe you should talk to someone about your relationship with your mom. Plowing a similar furrow to Summer, but starting at the opposite end, we have Dr. Cthulhustein. Cthulhustein? Submit. Submission will not save you. There is only Cthulhustein. Cthulhustein's owners over at Alt Corpus say his look is a jaunty take on a retro vinyl toy, but rumor has it that this is the closest his body printing software's customization tools would let him get to a dark messiah dredged from the depths of humanity's true, terrible subconscious. Fun! And finally, the manic dream pixie AI herself, self-proclaimed last of the Swifties and spiritual successor to the 2050 short-lived flirtation with sentient pulpity, it's Zoe. Or Zooey. Thanks, Walker. I'm just so ecstatically delighted to be racing against... Die. Eek! Oh, I know, it's very wordy. Especially since I have to provide the words. Or I have to provide the voice. Come on, God, that is so... the interactions are handled is kind of
Damage. Nitro enabled.
I don't know. I guess these vehicles are made of tinfoil or something.
Takedown. Checkpoint. Nitro. Checkpoint. Nitro. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Nitro. Nitro.
Chapter 2. You raced well this time, Chase, but I'm coming for you. Seems all the elite training data in the universe can't get you 4 seconds of solid trash talk, Quantum. I'll get you next time, Chase. Right. Before we take you to our races in the dark heart of the forest, a quick reminder to our organizers at Alt Corpus that anyone participating in post-race riding, DOS attacks, and cancel behavior will be barred from the crowd and blocked from the stream. I didn't see any spectators on the course. What's he talking about? Who knows what that thing's saying about anything? I'm coming for you, Chase. Uh-huh. What crowds, Walker? Nobody came. What did it say? They struggled and strived. What? But nobody came. This is a real special one, folks. We're in the mega forests of the Sahara. Believe it or not, this was once the largest hot desert in the world, until these genetically engineered ultraflora reversed desertification? Okay. And captured megatons of carbon to regreen all of northern Africa. Now the focus of the North's latest water war, this is still a special spot for trillionaire adventure tourists visiting the aerial tree cities. Oh my gosh, I feel like Leia on Endor. Yeah. Someone shut that thing up. Everything was empty and nobody came.
Nitro enabled.
I think it's interesting you don't get like a chance to
Checkpoint.
like earn more nitrous. You just basically have a bank of it and that's it.
Checkpoint. Nitro. Takedown. Damage. Nitro. Checkpoint.
Dude, that's so stupid. Like right at the start of the race, it just knocks out, and they're trying to knock you out from behind. It just, man, give me a minute. Not even before I can have nitro enabled. They just knock you out right away. Jeez, and the effect of the effect of making contact just blinds you. They really ought to reduce the effect. It doesn't need to be like that giant lightning bolt that flashes across the screen. Sorry, I had to pet the siren. She's being super cute. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's one of these games that require it to be pretty on the nose. You know, you really can't mess up at all. Random traffic screwed me on that one. raced well this time, Chase, but I'm coming for you. Wait, what? Next time I'll get you, Chase. Quantum, are you... Next time, Chase. Malfunctioning. Things are accelerating as we begin our off-world miniseries, taking you to... Chase, I'm cutting in on a private channel. The other night, we don't have to talk about it. Don't we? It's a lot, right? All of it? Everything? And nothing. What? Nothing. Well, look, I don't regret it, okay? Me neither. It was... Yes. So, the moon. Pretty retro. I've never been off Earth before. Huh. I'd never been on Earth until I came down the well for this whatever it is. It's a long, strange trip to stick in the tailpipe of a bunch of AIs. The AIs are just the head on the beer. This is about... What? Nothing. Sorry. What? I have a son. Huh? Look, I need cash, and the quickest route to that with my skill set is to thrash these AIs and take the prize money. Chase, I'm cutting back to the main feed. You in the blah 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 blah. Seems all the elite training data in the universe can't get you 4 seconds of solid trash talk, Gate. What did you say, Quantum? Racer, spin up your engines. We start in 5, 4. Dude, what is with this AI? Why is it running into you just like less than 5 seconds into the race? That's just dumb. And of course, it just affects you. It doesn't affect the other racer at all. Or the racer just plows through you. I still have friends buried in the lunar dust. We think this moon's small because there's nothing up here, but the emptiness makes it big and cold, another desert in a solar system of deserts. The vacuum will preserve my friends forever, and no one will ever find them. All of it for this place. They died before the singularity could envelop them. Shut the hell up, Zero. The singularity is already here. This is going to be a wild one, folks. The Weir Sphere, an Onel cylinder poised between the Earth and the Mars, was once a trading post, a crucial waypoint in the long pilgrimage to and from the Red Planet. But when the 1-2 punch of the Clark Star Ladder and vacuum-only pellet beam interplanetary travel hit, Martian journey times were shredded and their Weir Sphere was left out in the cold. Literally. Why is he talking like... But, of course, the real tragedy struck with the great oversleep when the hibernation beds that many residents use to enter cryosleep between biannual Martian travel windows malfunctioned, leaving thousands of Weirians suspended in a perpetual coma, poised forever in a cold orbit on the edge of death. I'm a Martian and I've never heard of... Grow a blank, Chase. Are you screwing with me, Quantum? It's not... What? Think about it. Less of the cryptic crap, Grim. Chase, it's not screwing with you. It's trying to be you. Consider the evidence, the way the AIs are improving, the way Quantum repeats what you've said. You're the strongest human racer, so you've become its training data. We could probably go further. I reckon this isn't the grand contest between gutsy humanity and cold machine intelligence we were sold. We're just the latest set of training data, and if one of us wins, they'll just keep running the apex limit in an endless loop until the AI is good enough to win. We're just a bunch of damn rats, and we are dumb enough to not to see the maze. No. Yes, you know this. Just consider the evidence. And we're going in 5, 4. Go, go, go! Okay, well, we stop it there. This is meowmurai. You've been watching Neo Apex running on PC. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think it's got a solid enough driving model. I am a little disappointed that it basically depends solely on your use of boost. Like, you just can't outdrive the AI. You know, you can't just drive really well and get to the front. I mean, you pretty much have to boost, at least in story mode here. And of course, story mode doesn't even have the upgrade process that is available in, like, maybe the career or the championship mode or something. So, you know, you do a lot of training, and then story mode doesn't even have that portion of the game in there. You know, I think overall it looks and runs good. You know, the models are a little low poly, so they look a little strange. I do appreciate the fact that it's trying to tell a story, you know, and not just a very, very silly racing story. But yeah, I think the AI needs to be improved just a bit at the starting line, where it's not just trying to absolutely wreck you 5 seconds in. You know, there needs to be some bit of physics in there. That's what made things like Wipeout and F-Zero a little more fun, because you know, you can kind of get a feel for the machine and you know, understand what would happen if you were to hit something and the consequences of that. And here I'm not really feeling it that much. And I would also suggest toning down the effect of getting hit, instead of blinding you with that white flashes across lightning flash across the screen. It's just too much, and it doesn't need to be there. But yeah, anyway, check it out if you want, if you like what you saw, and we'll play it a little bit more, and maybe we'll just do career mode and see if that's any different. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.